That One Audition.
That One Audition. This is That One Audition with Alyshia Ochse.
Welcome to the honest, humorous, and inspirational conversations with your favorite on-screen storytellers and Hollywood influencers who reveal their most life-changing audition tales and survival skills they've collected along the way. These are the unforgettable stories that landed Eve right here.
My first audition basically was my then kind of like management, who was basically like the neighborhood drug dealer who I kind of said was my manager.
He's like, I like the way you sound. Let me see if I can sell you on the side of drugs.
Exactly. He was changing professions and I knew him very well. So he was my manager and he was like, listen, Dre's right-hand man is coming into town and he wants to audition people, but he's done. Like he went to New York and now he's coming here, but he said he's done auditioning. But we have an idea. Would you want to audition for him? And I was like, yeah, all right, whatever. At this point, I was like, whatever. It's another audition.
So you weren't thinking like, oh gosh, it's Dre.
No.
It doesn't even get you like.
Because I felt like I had been on so many. And so I didn't get excited about it. I honestly didn't. I was like, okay, cool. Another audition. So the plan was that they come and pick me up. And we go to the manager's house and I was supposed to be like the weed girl, the drop off. Like I was dropping off weed. Yeah, I was the weed drop off girl.
I like this strategy. This is the strategy.
And so I was like, all right, cool, whatever. And so what happened was the guy was like, all right, cool, what's up? Like ready, for his package or whatever. And my manager pulls out like a radio and puts a tape in and I start rapping immediately. Like the music comes on and I start rapping immediately. And the dude is like, what the hell? Like, so confused. Like, why? What happened? And so finally he was like, okay, wait, stop the music. And we're all like, what's up? And he's like, so there's no weed. And I was like, nope. And he was like, all right, we'll keep rapping. And after I finished, he called Dre right there, put him on like speaker, put me on the phone with him actually, and was like, I think I found, because they've been looking for a girl. Mm-hmm. And he's like, I think we found the girl. And I talked to Dre and that next weekend I was in LA doing a demo for Dre.
These are the unforgettable stories that landed my mentor, idol, Michelle Monaghan, right here.
Truly, I've always felt like I'm flying by the seat of my pants, even still today. No shit. And I was like, this isn't like, I can't do this. Like, who am I kidding? And I called up my agent and I was calling her to say, listen, I'm going to need you to cancel this. I never canceled an audition in my life. And while I was waiting on hold, the assistant had put me on hold. I went, oh no. This is exactly why I have to go in. Oh my God, I'm just scared. And I just hung up the phone. I didn't even speak to her. In fact, I hadn't even told her this story until so many years later. And then that was one of the very first times in this industry that I knew I was being tested in terms of like my fear and my confidence. And I just knew I had to go for it.
These are the unforgettable stories that landed Jason Momoa in a bar telling me audition stories right here.
I just remember one. This is the one where I was actually going to give up on acting. This is when I went on this fucking audition for Johnson's Family Vacation. It's with Cedric the Entertainer. Yeah. That's my first movie audition. My agent couldn't get me in on shit. And, like no one would see me because of Baywatch, and it was just horrible. And so I get this audition, I go in, it's to play this Native American guy named, at first it was like called, he was like Chief Red Bull, and I think it turned it into Navarro or something like that. Basically what it was, I'm just supposed to be hitting on his daughter, and I thought it would be funny to go in and start like doing cheesy poses, like basically I'm talking like a native one, like take 24 bear trots this way, and so I took that and I started just like doing flexes and like posing and doing, and it was so fucking embarrassing. My girlfriend was like, don't do that. I'm like, it's fucking funny. I think it's funny to be like just trying to show off and be all slick, like you're slick, but he's not. And I literally stopped myself mid-audition because I just see her looking at me like, I can't believe anyone, because obviously no one would read it that way. And I was like, in mid-audition, I'm just like, I'm so sorry, I apologize. She's like, no, it's fine. I'm like, I can't, I'm fucking retarded. And I just leave.
You just
left the audition. I'm just like, I feel so stupid, and like everyone told me not to do it, and I feel like an idiot. Literally, when I get out, I told my agent, I was like, that's it, I'm done, I can't do this anymore. And I got the job.
These are the unforgettable stories that landed Lucy Hale right here. Now, did you have to audition for Pretty Little Liars?
I did not. It was my first experience. It's like, what do you mean I don't have to audition? What do you mean? Like, I'm attached to the show? Like, that had never happened to me before. But after Privilege had ended, I was devastated, just so heartbroken. And I got a call that there was this new script called Pretty Little Liars that they wanted me to read and choose a role. So I was like, is it like, what's the catch? Like, what's the catch here? But I read it and was familiar with the books. So I was already really excited. And then it just kind of like went from there. I met with the writers and the producers, and I just jumped on board. And
now is there any stress? Because a lot of people, when I talk to them, auditioning versus offers. Auditioning, you go and you present. You know, if they buy that, you know that that's what they want.
Right. See, I'm that way. I like to prove what I can do. I like to prove that you want me there, and that and it's probably because I worry about everything. Like, the worst feeling is being offered something and going up to set and you do your work and then it's not what they want.
These are the unforgettable stories that landed Katheryn Winnick right here.
And I would never forget this moment because it was one of the most heartbreaking and amazing moments in my life at the same time. Is they were shooting this big car scene in the middle of Toronto, in the streets of New York. Toronto is supposed to be New York, and they had about 200 extras right there. And the scene was a car crashes into another car, and the lead actors come out and they figure out what to do next. That was the scene. So this casting director put me and my friends right at the front where the car accident. So I'm like, yes, we're going to get some screen time. And so anyway, so the car smashes in and action, roll. And I started acting what I thought was acting. So I started like saying, oh my gosh, call 911. I'm giving out orders to everybody. I'm literally speaking and screaming through the entire thing. I'm like, you go, run now, 911. What are you doing? Like, literally acting out the entire thing. The director's like, cut. He comes walking up to me and he literally said, get that girl off the set. I was so embarrassed. Here I am in my like high heel shoes and my low cut top and push-up bra, boobs up to my freaking neck. and I got fired as a background actor. And I remember coming home and my mom picked me up because I couldn't drive. And I remember I was bawling my eyes out. She's like, what happened? I told her the story. And I said, Mom, one day I'm going to be a lead actress and they won't be able to fire me that easy.
These are the unforgettable stories that landed Chris Sullivan right here. In my research, I found something really cool that I don't know if a lot of people know.
Uh-oh.
You're the Mike voice? From Geico?
Yes, I am the Geico camel from the Hump Day commercials. Here is the inside scoop on that commercial.
Yes, I need to hear it.
The mandolin player in that whole series of commercials, my best friend.
Is he the one who got you the camel part?
No.
Did you get
auditioned completely separately? Knew at that point that he was doing that series of commercials. He's not even an actor.